Hey there, besties. Welcome to Girly Pop Probs with K and L. We are your hosts, Kelly
and Laurel.
and we are so happy you're here. Hello, Girly Pops. Happy Memorial Day.
Whoop, whoop.
We are back this lovely Monday. We hope you guys had a safe weekend.
Yes.
And had some good plans. Because, Memorial Day is one of those holidays that America typically likes to party.
Yeah.
I mean, what holiday in the
Go on the
United States?
boat, go to the beach.
Yeah. Did you do anything fun?
I don't go to the beach on Memorial Day because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's all tourists too.
Yeah, it's
You would catch me dead there.
No. We're not doing anything. Well, we might like cook out or something today, but
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm working, so
yeah.
that's all I got for you folks. But yeah, I mean, we hope you guys had a good Memorial Day and are having a good Memorial Day today. But normally people celebrate that on the weekend because not everybody gets off the day of Memorial Day.
Yes, this is Cody's last week of work.
Yay!
Before his new job. And I'm so excited because we're going to go on a little vacation in a few days and just like reset our lives a little bit. We haven't gone on a vacation since last summer, and we can't go this summer with my family like we usually do because Cody will be in training. And so we just want to do something. Also, we've never actually gone on one with the four of us. Like,
That's
just
important.
the four of us.
Like,
it is,
listen,
yeah.
Like, you love your family. I love my family. But that's like I was saying last week about going to Disney. I was just kind of like, we haven't gone on a trip in a while. Like,
without friends or family. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's important, like, to do
It
that.
is.
And especially when you have kids. Like, it's important to build those memories just the four of you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited because it'll be a good, out of reality for a few days. And then he'll start his job and that'll be good. It'll be really good. I'm so excited for him to get a new job.
Yay.
I will not be doing this alone for 6 days anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
Out of the week. And I'm excited.
Well, that's so exciting. I'm excited for you. And excited for him because...
Me too.
Yeah, he's really good. I think he'll like his new job.
Me too.
So,
today, we're going to talk about being burnt out and how to get through it because I'm burnt the frick out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're burnt out with work. And I'm sure everyone listening has at least at some point been burnt out. Yeah. Or is burnt out right now or whatever. So, and I know like a lot of people are graduating college, over the past few weeks, and like it's such a celebratory, exciting thing, but you might also feel burnt out. Like you just did 4 years or more of college and you're exhausted. So we're going to talk about how to get through that because being burnt out is heavy and it's mentally, emotionally, physically, it's freaking hard, and getting through it takes a lot of intention. It takes patience, and a lot of times it makes you look at how you want to change things for the future. So let's talk about it.
Yeah. So first things first, as everything and pretty much any advice we've ever given y'all, is always acknowledge that you're burnt out. That's first things first. And I feel like burnout will happen and it'll go on for weeks, months, hopefully not past a year, but you never know, you know, before you acknowledge it. And you just have to admit that to yourself. Like, all right, I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest thing, like, because I don't want to say like being burnt out is like something that you shouldn't talk about, but a lot of people make you feel like you shouldn't talk about it, if that makes sense. And that takes honesty and courage. Like, it's important that you're able to be honest with yourself, honest with others, because, like, if we're taking Laurel's life, for instance, you eventually had to be like, Cody, I'm burnt the F out. Like, and I need help. And that's hard to tell your partner that because your partner's going to work, juggling the kids on the one day he has off.
Yeah.
And, or if it's at work, it's like telling your boss, like, hey, you've filled my plate too much. Like, I need a smaller portion on this plate, which is where I'm at. Like, and we've all been there. We've all been in those moments where we're like, holy crap, we've taken on too much.
Yeah.
And that's first step, is admitting to whoever it is that that's happening to you.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't know unless you told them.
Yeah, literally. Because, yeah. Sometimes it's not all over your face. Sometimes it is. Sometimes not.
Sometimes people can hide it very well.
Exactly. The second one is to create space to pause. So even if you can't take a full break, just little micro breaks. 10-minute walk outside. Turn off your notifications on Do Not Disturb and take one task off your list. Small pauses add up and they help you reconnect with yourself. So just be mindful of that, because that can help, even if it is 10 minutes.
Yeah. And 10 minutes multiple times a week can help a lot.
Yeah.
And it may be like something you're taking off your task, or like your task list, and adding it to tomorrow's. But tomorrow's may be a little bit shorter, so it makes more sense. And that's okay. And, asking for help is also like super helpful when you're burnt out.
Yeah.
Like, I just asked Tyler to take our dog to the groomer tomorrow because I'm burnt out and I'm exhausted. And I don't want to have to wake up at 7 a.m. on my day off,
Yeah.
Actually, it would be 6, but, and so I think it's important to ask for help as well. If you can't take those micro breaks, and you can't take something necessarily off your to-do list, maybe give it to somebody else.
Agree. Yeah.
Also, identify what's draining you. Ask yourself what makes you feel exhausted or numb. What used to feel good but doesn't anymore. And is it work, people, expectations, emotional load? What is it? And I think everybody can feel this in a different way all at the same time. Like, it could be the emotional load, it can be the workload, it can be your personal life, it can be the people you're hanging out with. It can be all of that all at once. And that's when I think it goes into like excessive overload.
Yep.
But what used to feel good and doesn't anymore is something huge that you could definitely ask yourself.
Yep. So good. And also start saying no where you can,
Favorite word in the vocabulary.
Yeah. Burnout a lot of times comes from overcommitment. So just scale back, delay things that aren't urgent. Let others know you need breathing room. Set very clear boundaries, even if they are short term. They don't have to be a forever thing, but sometimes you need some space. And that doesn't mean that you don't love the person or love the job or love your kids. Yeah. But sometimes you need space for, again, 10 minutes even, and just saying no to things like, hey, there's another project at work we really need you to help with, and can you do it? And it's like, no, I have 7 on my chest right now. I can't right now.
Yeah.
And admitting that and being honest about it, your boss might not love it, but
somebody will do it.
Yeah.
Or it can wait until you have less things on your to-do list.
Exactly.
Prioritize rest over productivity. That just jabbed me in the chest as I was reading it.
Yeah.
Because I have a really bad problem with this.
So do I.
I literally, what is rest? But that could show up in many different ways. That can mean more sleep, time offline, not scrolling on your phone, reading, journaling, music, silence, sitting in silence. You know how I know I have hit my overload point almost every single time when I'm burnt out is I drive home without music.
Oh, literally. Yes.
If I'm driving without music, I know I'm burnt out.
Same.
I'm sitting in the car by myself.
Because you're overstimulated from any sort of noise, anything.
Yes. Yeah. But letting yourself do nothing without feeling guilty about it is extremely hard for people like us. I feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say overachievers, but people that are just go, go, go all the time, providers. It's difficult, but even just taking 10 minutes, like we said earlier, is super helpful. Snoozing that alarm a little bit longer just so you can get a little bit more sleep. Like sometimes you need that, and don't beat yourself up over that.
Yeah, I mean, I've caught myself so many times, including today, being like, well, the kids are both napping, which rarely happens. They rarely nap at the same time, and half the time they don't even nap. But they both fell asleep today. We were at the pool and went home, and they both slept. And I was like, what did I do? I unload the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher, put out a thing of laundry, folded that laundry. And then I was working on podcast stuff. Like I didn't, and granted, I needed to do those things. I knew in my head I needed to do those things, but I wanted to just freaking sit. And then I like literally at 4:00 hit. My kids were awake at this point, and I was like, have I sat today? Like, actually, have I sat today?
A good sit is always good.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm going to put on a show for the kids, and we're going to sit. And did I really get to sit long? No, because of course they want a snack and they want 500 things, and y'all know how it goes. But I know I need to prioritize rest. Productivity will happen at some point. But I also get overstimulated with clothes or dishes overflowing or whatever it is. I get overstimulated. But sometimes rest is just more important.
And I think a lot of women have a hard time with this, or people that are like you and myself. Like, it's just hard to know how to balance it all. But I literally did this. I did that last night where I knew I was on overload. I just worked like 7 days in a row, and I got home, and my mound of laundry that has been staring me in the face from my guest bedroom. Tyler was leaving for work, and he was like, all right, well, you need to go to bed. Like, you need to like go relax. And I was like, I'm just going to throw on my show and like do laundry. And he's like, throw on the show and get in bed. I was like, you're so right. Like, yeah. And it's hard when you constantly are getting overstimulated by those things.
Yeah.
In your home.
But it's like, it will get done. It'll
eventually get done.
Yeah. Another thing is to talk to someone. So, you can't carry this alone, because if you do, it becomes sad and isolating and lonely. So talk to a friend, a therapist, your parent, support group. I don't know. Sometimes saying things out loud can reduce the emotional weight of it all. As a wife, if any of you are married or just been with a partner for a long time, sometimes it feels like you can't talk to your spouse, because as a woman, this is coming from a woman, it's hard sometimes to relay that to like a man, because we feel different things than they do. And men, I think, as we've spoken about before, it's very easy for them to just be like, well, tomorrow it's a new day. Like, and it's like, well, not for me.
Yeah,
like,
right. I'm still going to be thinking about this tomorrow.
Yeah, like, I'm an overthinker.
I'm just a girl.
So if your spouse listens and doesn't give you advice, then talk to them too. But sometimes you just want someone to talk to and not have like a bunch of feedback for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to vent and know that you're not alone. So anyways, whoever it is, talk to someone.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then slowly but surely start rebuilding. It doesn't have to be super quick. It can be, in a few weeks, like after you've kind of identified all these things. Take your time. But bring those small things back into your life that really bring you joy. Like maybe light exercising, like stretching, doing yoga, or walking outside with your dog or by yourself. That's a great time to like self-reflect. I love to do that. I love to walk by myself.
Yeah.
Or like create your ideal morning routine that makes you feel the best. Because like we all see these TikTok girls, like they're like, oh, my morning routine. Is that what you want your morning routine to look like? Maybe it is. But if it's not, like create a version that's going to continue to boost your mental clarity and keep you going. And if you don't have like a creative outlet, find one. Or if you do, get back into it. But I think being creative also can be super helpful during this time. It changes what's the word I'm looking for? Where it's like the same thing every single day. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like the same thing every single day. That's kind of how I feel like most days, where I do the same thing every day. Like monotonous. No.
I know the word. I cannot think of the word.
You guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's like literally the same thing every day. And so like, sometimes like I will utilize a creative outlet. Like literally last night before I went to bed, I screamed like musical songs. Like literally Tyler, it set the like camera off in the kitchen because I was just like scream singing. Like I did like Legally Blonde, Wicked, Hairspray. Like I was just going all out. I don't know where it came from, but I was feeling like in this exhausted rut that I was like I don't know why, that like creativity, like something that like I love to do. Like I love musicals and stuff like that. Just brought me like so much joy. And sometimes it can be something as silly as that. He just literally texted me, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know," but my mind just like took over,
Yeah.
And sometimes that's okay.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And joy and purpose don't come back all at once. They return in pieces. So it's okay if you don't feel like yourself for a long time. And the last thing is, don't expect the old you to just return. Burnout does change you, and it's not always bad, but it can be a signal to live differently, with less pressure, more alignment, maybe just trying to figure out, like something different, something new. Yes. Get into creativity, get into a routine, get into, whatever it is, like figuring out a different way to live sometimes can change that burnout and help you. And you will feel new. So yeah, I got to take some of this and
yeah, I was honestly thinking the same thing.
My own advice.
Yes.
It's easy to give advice to others, but it's hard to take it yourself. So, yeah. Well,
this was good because I'm feeling very burnt out these days, and I know our friend Laurel here has also been feeling that. So, hopefully we will, like she said, take our advice and make some changes. And I love you, and I don't want you to be burnt out.
I know. It's like so hard too, because it's like, it's not just my kids. Like, I think people are like, oh, it's like you're burnt out because your kids. And it's like, no, it's not just my kids. It's like I'm burnt out because like I do the same. Like I feel like it's a cycle. Like I try to do fun things with them, but that's not the issue. The issue isn't the going to the beach or going to the pool or taking them to children's museums or whatever we're doing. That's not the issue. The issue is like I wake up and I feel mentally exhausted every single day. And
because you're doing the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's a little bit different. And so I'm trying to think of the word. And then
it's like, even just getting up, and if you're leaving the house, you're not just leaving the house with you and your purse. You're leaving the house with you, 2 children, pull-ups, an extra pair of underwear, 2 extra sets of clothes, an extra set of clothes for you, because God knows something will happen to you too. Bathing suits, just in case you want to go somewhere else afterwards, towels, goggles, swim diapers, wipes, all the things, sunscreen, all the time in the summer, because the heat is not a joke. Bug spray, like it's hats, it's a never ending list. Oh, and don't forget the kids' water bottles. Oh, and don't forget snacks, because you're going to get yelled at in the car if you're in the car longer than 10 minutes without a snack. Like, it's a constant, my mind is constantly going. Yeah. Because I'm constantly thinking, okay, if I'm doing this tomorrow, this is everything that I need to pack tonight, or in the morning when I get up while I'm fighting the kids to get dressed. And then he doesn't want to wear this outfit because he wants to wear his other outfit. And then you put the other outfit on and all of a sudden he doesn't want it again. And then it's like, that kind of stuff is what like burns me out sometimes. And I know that's just a lot of times motherhood, but it's also, well, y'all know like the struggle that I'm having with like the stuff I've been dealing with Jack. So like it's hard. And then also like going to all these doctor's appointments, and not just for him, but like for myself. And like,
And then also trying to have a personal life.
Also trying to have a life. Also trying to, like, be a mom to Eva, too. Like, Jax is not the only kid. And, like, it's, like, balancing it all. Also trying to have a little bit of me time. It's a lot. So, yeah. It's, if you feel burnt out, you're not alone. It happens way more often than you think, and it's important to take care of yourself.
Yeah. I don't know what word I'm thinking of. I Googled it and it said repetition.
I mean, I literally was going to say like repetitiveness, but
like
there's
almost like insanity in a way. Like it's because you're like, but it's making you go insane because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. But you're not expecting a different result. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah. I get what you're saying, though.
But there's a word I'm looking for. But, yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah, same. It's late, guys.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
We're recording this like 10:15 at night, so
yeah,
we're also exhausted.
But yeah. Anyway, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'm sure Laurel does too. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say she said that she felt like she was gonna pass out earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm a little worried about her.
Oh, I'm fine.
Oh, Lord. Alrighty, guys. Well, we will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, you guys. It is your girl, Kelly, just popping in real quick. This episode was a complete, honest point as to how we are feeling these days. Between, us having jobs or children, like the last few months have just been a little crazy. And we're feeling burnt out. And we wanted to be 100% candid with you and let you know where we're at. So we have made a difficult decision to take the summer off. So today will be the last new episode until probably August. And then over the summer, we will post some other episodes that are our top performing episodes. But it was just time. We need a break. We feel burnt out, and we hope you guys can understand that. The last year and a half have been crazy, and we just want to make sure that we can take some time to prep and get some things going for season 4. So unfortunately, this is where the road stops for a little bit, but we will be back, like I said, in August with some fresh content. And we hope that we can show up for you guys better than we were before and feel refreshed. But we hope you guys have a great summer, and we will see you in August.
Thank you, besties, for joining us. Go check out our latest TikTok and comment what you want to hear us talk about next. See you again next time. Bye!